Hey football family, today we're talking about the future, about a big promise, and about a smart move Barcelona made to secure talent for the years ahead. After weeks of negotiations, Barcelona have officially announced the signing of Swedish super talent Rooney Bargy, one of the brightest young players in Europe, who was shining at Copenhagen and will now wear the Barca shirt. Before talking about the impact, let's understand who Rooney Bargy is and why Barcelona decided to invest in him even while being broke. Rooney is just 18, but was already seen as one of Europe's top young talents, catching the eye of many big clubs, including Premier League giants. Playing as a right winger, he's known for his dribbling, pace, game intelligence, and the confidence to take on defenders even in big games at such a young age. At Copenhagen, he scored important goals, showed consistency, and most importantly, clear signs that he could become a top-level player if he keeps developing. That's exactly what Barcelona needs right now. Young players with a high ceiling who can potentially step up to the first team in the future. With Barcelona's financial issues, big money signings are impossible, so the club's strategy is clear. Find young promising players at a lower cost who can grow within the club. That's what happened with Bargy. Barca will pay just over $2 million for him, and he's signed a 4-year deal until 2029. That's a bargain for his potential, and if things go well, he could become a high-quality addition for a low price. But let's be clear, he won't immediately replace Lamine Yamal or Rafinha. Barcelona plans to use Bargy first with Barça Athletic, the B team, to adapt him to the playing style, technical, and physical demands in Spain, while also training with the first team at times to gain experience. He will join Barca's preseason camp and could travel with the squad on their Asia tour before the 2025-26 season kicks off. This adaptation period will be crucial because the jump from shining in a smaller league to playing at a high level for Barcelona is huge, and the club doesn't want to rush Rooney. The plan is to let him grow patiently, physically and mentally, so he's ready when the opportunity with the first team comes. Why is this important for Barcelona right now? First, because the club can't afford expensive forwards this window and needs creative solutions. Second, having a player like Bargy ready to step up when injuries or suspensions hit is vital during a long season, especially with Flick's high-intensity style. Also, Bargy's presence keeps the pressure on first-team players like Rafinha to maintain high standards with the new generation pushing behind them. This signing also reinforces Barca's identity, betting on young talent and developing them, a core part of the club's DNA that was lost in recent years with expensive, poorly planned signings. Rooney Bargy becomes Barca's second signing this window after Joan Garcia, and shows that even in financial difficulty, the club is working to secure a stronger future. Now the big questions are, will Rooney adapt at Barcelona? Will he have the patience to develop with the B team before getting his chances with the first team? And will he take those chances when they come? If it works out, Barca will have a young, talented, cheap right winger who can help a lot in the coming years. If it doesn't, the financial loss will be minimal considering his transfer fee. But looking at Bargy's talent and mindset on the field at Copenhagen, Barca fans have reasons to be excited. What do you think about this signing? Is Barca right to bet on young talent, or should they focus on immediate reinforcements to fight for trophies? Do you think Bargy can shine at Camp Nou in the coming years? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Quick recap. Barcelona officially announced the signing of 18-year-old Rooney Bargy from Copenhagen. The club paid just over $2 million for him, signing until 2029. Bargy will start with Barça Athletic, but will join preseason with the first team and could travel on the Asia tour. He's one of Europe's top young talents, playing as a right winger with dribbling, speed, and confidence. Barca is betting on young talents to strengthen the squad without spending big. The plan is for Bargy to grow calmly and eventually join the first team. Now we wait to see how Rooney Bargy's journey at Barcelona begins. Hey football family, we've got another hot transfer saga heating up, and this time it's all about Bayern Munich, Arsenal, and Liverpool, with big names and moves that could shake up the European market. Bayern Munich, the German giants, have identified Leandro Trossard from Arsenal as their new transfer target if they can't land Luis Diaz from Liverpool, and here's why everyone is talking about this. It all started with Bayern making Luis Diaz their top priority to strengthen their left wing after losing Leroy Sané and Mathys Tel, which left them needing pace and depth out wide. But here's the catch. Liverpool don't want to sell Diaz. Even before leaving, Klopp made it clear that Diaz is part of their core, and Liverpool will only sell if a crazy offer comes in, which Bayern aren't planning to make right now. So Bayern started looking for other options, and that's where Leandro Trossard from Arsenal comes in. Trossard, the 29-year-old Belgian, is super versatile, able to play on the left, right, and even as a false nine. Last season, he scored 10 goals and provided 10 assists in 56 games, proving to be a valuable piece for Arteta, especially when Gabriel Jesus and Havertz were injured. He's got sharp dribbling, can shoot from distance, and knows how to move off the ball, creating space for others. He fits into Arteta's possession system, but let's be real, he's not untouchable at Arsenal. Another key point is his contract. Trossard is entering the final year of his deal, and Arsenal need to decide whether to renew or sell him now to avoid losing him for free. This has Bayern excited because they could get a Premier League proven, experienced player at a lower price than Diaz. Trossard also recently changed agents, now represented by Dirk Habel, who has strong connections with German clubs, making talks smoother for a potential move. Bayern are in urgent need of wide reinforcements, with their new coach wanting a quick, aggressive team down the flanks, something they lacked at times last season. While Diaz is still their top priority, there's growing pessimism at Bayern about getting him out of Anfield this window. That's why Trossard has become their plan B that could turn into plan A quickly. Now the ball is in Arsenal's court. Renew with Trossard or accept Bayern's offer and cash in. Remember, Arsenal are also looking to strengthen this summer to compete for the Premier League title and go deep in the Champions League, so every extra bit of cash helps in this inflated market. Meanwhile, Bayern will keep an eye on the Diaz situation, but are ready to move fast for Trossard if Liverpool keeps blocking Diaz's exit. Here's why this move could matter. Bayern would get an experienced, ready-to-deliver player at a lower price than Diaz. Arsenal would avoid losing Trossard for free while raising funds for other positions. For Trossard, it's a chance to play for a European giant, with high chances of silverware and a bigger role at Bayern. What do you think about this potential move? Is Bayern right to consider moving on from Diaz to Trossard, or should they push for Diaz at all costs? Should Arsenal cash in on Trossard or keep him for one more season? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this saga is far from over, and you won't want to miss the next chapters of this fiery transfer window. Quick recap, Bayern want to strengthen the left wing after losing Sané and Tel. Luis Diaz is the top target, but Liverpool don't want to sell. Trossard is emerging as an alternative with a short contract and lower price. The Belgian scored 10 goals and provided 10 assists last season. Arsenal need to decide whether to renew or sell him now. Bayern are ready to move if the Diaz deal stalls. Trossard could get a chance to play for a European giant and fight for trophies. Now let's see how this story unfolds in the coming weeks, because the transfer market is heating up fast. Now it's time to talk about one of the hottest names in this transfer window. Rodrygo goes. And this isn't just any rumor. Liverpool and Arsenal are ready to go head-to-head for the Real Madrid star, and this saga is heating up fast. Here's what's happening. Rodrygo, the 23-year-old Brazilian forward, is in a weird spot at Real Madrid. Even though Xabi Alonso has called him an important player, the reality on the pitch has been different. After Real's humiliating 4-0 loss to PSG in the Club World Cup semi-finals, Rodrygo barely saw any game time during their US tour. Now, Real Madrid are opening up to the idea of selling him. They need cash for new signings and to restructure the squad, and letting Rodrygo go could help them make big moves in the market. This is where Arsenal and Liverpool step in. Arsenal made the first move, with Arteta wanting to strengthen the attack for the 2025-26 season. The plan is to bring in Rodrygo as part of a new offensive setup, and they're even considering selling Gabriel Martinelli to Al Nassr to fund the deal. But Real Madrid won't let him go cheaply. The starting price is around $70 million, but it could rise to $100 million with add-ons and the contract Rodrygo wants, making it a complicated deal. Now, Liverpool have entered the race. According to Diario Sport, the Reds are ready to open talks if Real give the green light. And here's the spicy part. Rodrygo has fueled rumors of a move after refusing to answer a fan's question about his future while in New York. Liverpool under Arne Slot have already spent big this window, breaking the Premier League record to sign Florian Wirtz. But they have a plan to bring in Rodrygo. If they can sell Darwin Nunez, who hasn't quite lived up to expectations, they'll use that money to go after Rodrygo. Meanwhile, PSG have also made contact with Rodrygo's reps, according to ESPN Brazil, in case he decides to leave Madrid. To recap for you, Rodrygo's future at Real Madrid is uncertain with limited playing time. Real are open to selling for $70-100 million. Arsenal want him and could sell Martinelli to fund the deal. Liverpool have joined the race and plan to sell Nunez to make room. PSG are monitoring and could make a move if he decides to leave. But why is Rodrygo such a hot target? Rodrygo is versatile, able to play across the front line as a winger, second striker, or even a false nine. He's quick, can dribble, has a great football IQ, and can finish well. He's still young, meaning he's not just a short-term signing, but also a long-term investment. For Arsenal, he'd fit perfectly into Arteta's system, adding depth and a goal-scoring threat in big games. For Liverpool, he would be a more intelligent and efficient attacking option compared to Nunez, which fits Slot's tactical approach. And for Real Madrid, selling Rodrygo could free up wages and generate funds to make moves for other big targets in the market. Now the big question is, where will Rodrygo goes play next season? Will he stay at Real Madrid, head to Arsenal, join Liverpool, or will PSG swoop in to shake everything up? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this saga is just getting started, and you won't want to miss how this transfer story unfolds. Quick recap, Rodrygo could leave Real after their Club World Cup exit. Xabi Alonso is open to selling despite rating him highly. Arsenal want him and might sell Martinelli to fund the deal. Liverpool are in the race, planning to sell Nunez to raise funds. PSG are monitoring and could make a move. Price tag is between 70–100 million. Stay tuned because the transfer window is heating up and Rodrygo might be the next big star on the move. Alright guys, that's it for today here on Puro FUT. If you enjoyed it, drop a like to help us out and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next football updates. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next video.